of again asking forgiveness, of telling you once more that I am deeply sorry.
They're the words that Indigenous communities in Canada have been waiting decades to hear. The Pope apologizing for the Catholic Church's role in the residential school system.
Pope Francis's visit to Canada was one of the historic moments of 2022, but many Indigenous leaders say much more has to happen in 2023 if the work of reconciliation is to continue.
It justifies what the survivors have been saying, that there are people and kids who passed away at these schools that they don't know where they are.
The Pope's so-called pilgrimage of penance came at a time when more unmarked graves were being discovered, and as many are still trying to find out what happened to their loved ones. The visit included stops in Alberta, Quebec, and Nunavut. For some, the apology provided healing. For others, it rang hollow.
I refuse his apology. It's a scripted apology. I refuse that.
I'm sad and I'm angry, like I'm going through all of this, but I'm very proud to be part of this historical moment.
He came here, I don't know, and asking for forgiveness. I don't know, not for me anyways.
This is by no means the end of anything, but it is definitely the beginning of a much long-awaited conversation about what really happened on this land.
With the exception of those residential school survivors who needed this visit for their healing, that's important to acknowledge. But if he doesn't actually have an action plan, then in addition to re-traumatizing and triggering a large number of Indigenous peoples, it will have been hollow.
Many are still pointing at the Pope's decision not to revoke the doctrine of discovery. That refers to a series of ancient edicts that were later used to justify the colonization and theft of Indigenous lands. Others are more encouraged by what lies ahead in 2023, including continued construction of the National Centre for Truth and Reconciliation in Winnipeg, one of a growing list of resources that help Canadians learn the truth about residential schools.
I'm hoping that the average Canadian who may have gone to school and not learned anything about the experiences that Indigenous people had gone through, that they're able to learn some of the past injustice.
Treaties are definitely a part of reconciliation, and so we still have a lot of work ahead of us, but maybe for the first time, I think we're up to it.
For City News, I'm Faiza Amin.